Hello everyone, my name's Janine Doyle. I'm a Creative Memories Advisor in Victoria, Australia. Today I'd like to show you how to make this little flower. I've used it on corners for this page and I'll add photos later. So how to make the flower. What I've done is I've taken some goldenrod cardstock and I've cut it to 6 5/8 width. So on your trimmer, 6 5/8 I've marked with a photo labelling pencil. It's just there. Now I've taken the Borglum Maker cutting system and I've punched out one short side of the cardstock with the Picket Fence cartridge. And what I'll do is punch the other end so we can make more than one. So pop the paper in, close it, flip back to the guide and punch just like you normally would. We're now going to bring back in our trimmer and we're going to trim off those little sections we've punched. So using our 12-inch trimmer, I'm just going to line up the cutting line, that's the dotted line here, just along the very edge of the cut out little pickets sections, and just trim it, just like that. It doesn't have to be really perfect, just as long as you're cutting them up and separating them from the rest of the paper. So now what we're going to do is have a look at our pieces. I'm just going to zoom in a little bit. So you can see our piece. If we lie it this way, we've got a tiny little picket here, and down the other end, that's what it looks like. And that's how we're going to use it to make our flower. So we'll line it up like that first. On the underside of this little picket, we're going to put a couple of little spots of the regular tape runner. Can you see that? On the other side, we're going to start putting tape runner on. I'm going to put a little bit of tape runner on the bottom of each of these pickets. Now it doesn't have to be perfect. It can be half on, half off. After you've done it a few times, you'll work out a little knack of putting it on. So you can see what I've got there. Now comes the fun part of folding the flower. So we're going to get this little part here, and that's where we're starting. We're going to take this and overlap it right to the edge there. We're just going to push this section down. We're going to take the next section and overlap it about halfway, sticking it to itself, and push down. The next one, this one, we're going to overlap it halfway along. Can you see what we're doing? So each section, what we're doing is folding it, overlapping it halfway, or about halfway, and then pushing it in place. So again, overlapping it halfway, and pushing it down in place. So we keep going all the way along, overlapping halfway, and pushing it in place. Till we get to the end. Then we simply overlap the pieces. And you can see we've got our little sunflower. Now if any of these pieces come apart a little bit. You just need to reposition them. Now that looks a little bit messy there, but that won't be on show. So what we're going to do next is, with a little bit of black cardstock, the smallest circle from our custom cutting system and the green blade, on the inside track, cut some little circles. And that's what we're going to use. I'm going to just stick it right in the middle. Now we've got our tape runner there. Cover up all our little bits of tape, and there's a perfect little sunflower. So how easy was that? So now don't stop at making gold ones. How about we make some different coloured ones too? I'd love to see your versions. Thank you.